Let's get one thing straight. The world is noisy. Everyone is screaming for your attention. To cut through that noise, you need more than a good product. You need a story. Logan Paul and KSI understood this better than anyone. They weren't just YouTubers. They were master storytellers. Their rivalry was pure marketing gold. Drama, entertainment, a global event. Twice they fought in the boxing ring. The world watched. But then, they did the unthinkable. They joined forces. They announced a partnership, channeling all that energy into a single project, a beverage brand called Prime. This wasn't just another celebrity endorsement. This was ownership. They became the brand. Years of content creation, audience understanding, and digital reach, all aimed at the beverage industry. From enemies to business partners, they gave an old story a modern twist. Their audience, who followed every jab and diss track, was now invested in their success. Logan and KSI weren't just selling a drink, they were selling the next chapter of their story. They invited millions to be part of it. This is the new playbook. Build a community, then give them something to rally behind. Their combined reach? Hundreds of millions across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. That's more than most legacy media companies. They have a direct line to Gen Z and young millennials. When they speak, their audience acts. They buy, share, and create content. Logan and KSI knew their power. If they put their full weight behind something, they could create an earthquake. And with Prime, that's exactly what they did. They created a cultural earthquake. The magic was in the narrative. From rivals to partners, they turned years of digital drama into a business alliance. Their story became the brand. Their audience became the movement. This is how you cut through the noise. This is how you build a brand in the digital age. And Prime was just the beginning. Let's rewind. People used to laugh at YouTubers, kids in bedrooms, not business moguls. But Logan Paul and KSI changed that. They built audiences one subscriber at a time, mastering the algorithm and understanding what people wanted. They weren't just entertainers, they were data analysts, creative directors, and community managers. They built media empires from scratch. This wasn't luck, it was relentless grind. Day in, day out, they produced content and engaged with fans. They built trust, the currency of the new economy. Legacy brands spend billions trying to buy it. These guys earned it. They became more than influencers, they became cultural icons. Their slang, style, and opinions shaped a generation. They stopped reacting to culture and started creating it. The power shifted from boardrooms to bedroom studios. Entrepreneurship was the next step. They had the audience and the influence, why not build their own products? They started with merch, boxing events, podcasts, each a test, each a success. Their audience followed them everywhere. Prime wasn't their first business, but it was their boldest. Being a top creator is like being a startup CEO. Manage your brand, innovate, stay relevant. Logan and KSI mastered this. Their personal brands were their greatest assets. They nurtured and evolved them, then leveraged them at the perfect moment. They went from internet famous to just plain famous. They crossed into the mainstream, proving global influence doesn't require Hollywood or sports stardom. They showed the world that creators can become titans of culture. Their journey is the blueprint for the next generation. They built trust, then built empires. The path to influence has changed forever. Prime is proof of that, and they're just getting started. The day Prime launched was a digital masterclass. No press conference, no Super Bowl ad, just a coordinated social media blitz. Logan and KSI posted together holding Prime bottles. The caption? "We created a hydration drink to rival the biggest companies on earth." The internet exploded, millions of likes and comments in minutes. #Prime Hydration trended worldwide. Their fan bases, primed by years of rivalry, went wild. It felt like the season finale of a show everyone had been watching. Everyone wanted to be part of it, to taste the drink that united two giants. Demand was organic, built on years of community. The initial supply sold out instantly. Online retailers crashed. Scarcity became the story. If you got a bottle, you were lucky. This exclusivity made Prime even more desirable. People want what they can't have. The sellout wasn't a failure, it was the best advertising possible. Old brands spend millions to create demand. Prime did it with a single post. The more people talked about not finding Prime, the more others wanted it. It became a self-perpetuating hype machine. Social media and deep audience connection powered everything. The launch flipped the traditional model on its head. Prime's digital tsunami changed the rules. The product was scarce, but the story was everywhere. That's how you launch in the digital age. And it was brilliant. Scarcity is an old marketing trick, but Prime took it to the next level. The hunt for Prime became content, kids posting TikToks and YouTube videos searching for bottles. Finding Prime was a challenge, a game, a viral moment. Unboxing and taste tests became their own genre. This user-generated content was free, authentic advertising. Hundreds of videos created massive social proof. Prime became a status symbol, a collectible. Different flavors were like levels to unlock. Limited supply led to resale markets, bottles selling for 10, 20, even 100 times retail. News outlets covered the frenzy. Parents complained. The controversy fueled more attention. The story of scarcity and hype was the marketing campaign. Prime's team orchestrated the conversation, letting the audience and media do the rest. They manufactured thunder, not just waiting for it. The result? A cultural phenomenon. High risk, high reward, and it paid off. The product was everywhere, even when it was nowhere to be found. That's marketing genius. After conquering their home market, Prime went global, fast. They teased launches, built anticipation, and made each country's debut an event. Logan and KSI traveled, met fans, and created content on the ground. They partnered with major sports teams and athletes, Arsenal FC, the UFC, top fighters. These deals gave Prime instant credibility and put the brand in front of millions. Prime became more than a YouTuber drink. It was now linked to elite performance. The partnerships helped them break out of the Gen Z bubble and reach a wider audience. They moved at internet speed, signing deals legacy brands would take years to close. Every launch, every partnership became content. The brand was built in public with fans along for the ride. Viral videos kept Prime top of mind worldwide. That's how you fuel a global takeover. Smart brands build ecosystems, not just products. Prime started with hydration, then launched Prime Energy, tapping into new markets. Each launch followed the same playbook: social media blitz, creator-led hype, instant demand. But it's more than flavors, it's about identity. Prime is becoming a lifestyle brand, tied to sports, gaming, and internet culture. The bottle is merch. People collect and display it. When your product becomes part of someone's identity, you've won. Sponsorships embed Prime into sports and fan culture, UFC, Arsenal, and more. Custom content, events, and partnerships make Prime part of the experience. The drink is just the entry point. The real value is in the brand and the community around it. With this much cultural relevance, Prime can expand anywhere. Esports, gyms, festivals, the possibilities are endless. Logan and KSI aren't just building a beverage, they're building a media and lifestyle empire. The bottle is just the beginning. With massive success comes massive scrutiny. Critics targeted the launch chaos, resale prices, frenzied demand, and marketing to kids. The controversy brought publicity, but also real questions about hype-based marketing. Then came health concerns. Prime Energy's caffeine content led to bans in schools and warnings from health experts. The brand had to clarify the difference between hydration and energy drinks. Logan Paul made videos to address concerns, urging parents to check labels. Quality and taste became the next hurdle. Reviews were mixed, and repeat buyers would decide the brand's future. The novelty would fade, only a good product would last. Finally, the founders themselves are both asset and risk. Their personal brands are powerful but volatile. Any misstep could hurt Prime. Managing their image is crucial for long-term stability. The brand is tied to them, for better or worse. The billion-dollar question: can Prime keep the momentum? Hype is rocket fuel, but it doesn't last forever. To survive, Prime must become a staple, not just a trend. Building real brand equity means moving beyond the founders' personalities. Sports partnerships help, borrowing credibility and stability. Product innovation is critical. New flavors, new categories, constant evolution. Consistency is key. Quality product, strong community, day after day. The challenge is turning hype-driven buyers into loyal fans. The initial explosion was spectacular, but the long game is a marathon. If Prime can convert curiosity into loyalty, it could become a lasting global brand. That's the real test. Prime's success is a blueprint for the future of brand building. Influencers aren't just marketing channels, they're the whole enterprise. Prime flipped the script. Creators built and owned the brand. This model will be copied again and again. Creators like Logan Paul, KSI, and MrBeast have already done the hard part, building trust and attention. Launching a product is just the final step. Legacy brands should pay attention. The old playbook is dead. The future belongs to those who build direct relationships with customers. Influencers are the new media companies. Prime kicked the door open for a generation of creators. You don't need permission from gatekeepers, just a camera, an audience, and relentless work. Prime is more than a drink, it's a symbol of a new era. Adapt or get left behind.